And the 2024 season for the Browns is one that they would like to forget. The lone highlights of their 2024 NFL season was beating the Baltimore Ravens at home in Winston's first start of the season, and then 2 games later, a win over arch rival Pittsburgh Steelers. Beyond that, they had 14 losses in a season. That's tough, baby. That's tough. When you are 3-14 in any NFL season, it's a season that you may not want to remember for a very, very long time. But 2025 is a new year. 2025 is a new team. 2025 is bright horizon for the Cleveland Browns. However, they are only projected to win 4.5 games in 2025. So, guys, over, under 4.5 wins for the Cleveland Browns in 2025. Guys, I think the Cleveland Browns go 2-4 in the division this season. They get swept by the Ravens, and they beat the Steelers, and they beat the Bengals. So give me 2 wins. Right now we're almost halfway there. We get 3 more wins. We are above the over here. Their schedule's not favorable at all. Granted, they do play a lot of their tough games at home. They play the Buffalo Bills at home, the Green Bay Packers at home, the Miami Dolphins, the Minnesota Vikings, 49ers, and Titans all at home. I don't see them beating anybody but the Tennessee Titans at home. Give me the Titans as a win, but they're not beating the 49ers, they're not beating the Vikings, they're not beating the Dolphins, they're not beating the Packers, they're not beating the Buffalo Bills. That's tough, but facts are facts. Those are all really, really good, really, really well-balanced teams. Right now, the Cleveland Browns are not. Then you look at their away schedule. They play the Chicago Bears, the Detroit Lions, the Raiders, the Patriots, and the Jets. They beat the Raiders because the Raiders are worse than they are. I'm just playing, John. But no, they're not beating the Raiders. They're not beating the Jets. They're not beating the Patriots. They're not beating the Bears. They're not beating the Lions. Guys, it is tough for me to say this because, James, I like you, man. I appreciate you being here, hitting the like button, share this, and having a conversation. But your Cleveland Browns right now, James, are a dumpster fire. They are a dumpster fire, and I have to go under 4.5 wins for the 2025 NFL season, only giving them 3 wins. Now, I could see them probably potentially beating the Jets or the Bears or the Raiders if they were at home. But the fact that they are on the road, that's tough. That is tough, right? And you don't know when you're going to play the Raiders, right? Is it going to be the Raiders that are good for 8 games or the Raiders that are bad for 8 games? Like, you just don't know. But as of right now, guys, I got to go under. And it's the running back situation. If they had a little bit better running back and a little bit of better offensive line, I would definitely pick in the over. 5 games is still a terrible season, but damn, 4.5, that's tough. That's tough. James says, and Myles Garrett being the youngest player to 100 sacks that season was worse than the 1-15 and 0-16 season. Listen, I could not imagine being a Chicago or a Cleveland Browns fan. I couldn't imagine it. James says, I'm not saying over, but not by much. We play the NFC North. Yes, playing the Packers, Bears, Vikings, and Lions is tough. That could easily be 4 losses right there. But on the bright side, you do play the Jets, the Patriots, and the Titans. So there's a good thing. John B says, yikes, 1-16. You think? No, they'll go 3-14 again. I'm thinking 3 wins. 3 wins is the floor. Like I think they have to get at least 3 or 4 wins. But over 5, that is tough. James says, nope, we lose to the Raiders and we play like shit against the Raiders. Probably. James says, I've been saying this curse of Baker Reagan Mayfield. Listen, James, go out there and buy a goat. Go out there and buy a goat. Take it to the home games. And once you start to win, once you guys make the playoffs again, people are going to start praising your goat, and you will be a Greek god in Cleveland. James, go buy a goat right now. Go buy a goat. Make it happen. But guys, over under 4.5 wins for the Cleveland Browns in 2025. I got to go under.